Hi, so this is Sam Hall with Becky Vincer, who's one of the Welcome Project Welcome artists. Becky, if you could firstly sort of describe the piece that you're making for the Welcome Project, that would be lovely.
Yeah, so I'm making a piece called Talking Tags, and that's going to be a series of large-scale wooden gift tags that are going to be attached to benches in Rainham shopping centre. And on each of these tags, there's going to be a different question that will be laser engraved, and those questions will be kind of there as prompts for conversations. So somebody might be sitting on the bench next to a stranger and they could use it in that way. Or maybe you're just walking along and there's this curious object on the bench and you go look at it, see there's an interesting question and maybe ask somebody later. And each of the tags will also have illustrations around them linked to the question to kind of make them eye-catching.
So that sounds lovely. So what sort of questions have you got on there? Just if you could just give a couple of examples.
Yeah, so I'm trying to have them quite light-hearted and fun. So one of the questions is, if you were a wrestler, what would your entrance song be? And then, yeah, and I tested some of these questions out, and that one's quite a fun one. People are quite keen to be like imagining themselves in that situation, having a grand entrance. And then there's like, you know, if you could only eat one cuisine for the rest of your life, what would it be? And then there's one like, what's your favorite place about, what's your favorite thing about the place that you live? So thinking more locally, probably about the area around Rainham. So there's some drawings there of some local buildings, and also homes, you know, like I think many people might think about that question in terms of places of, you know, comfort and safety.
That sounds lovely. And they're going to be installed on benches in the Rainham shopping centre?
Yes, they are, yeah.
Okay, brilliant. I'll look forward to seeing those. Could you tell me a bit about your practice in general, your artistic practice?
Yeah, absolutely. So like lots of creative people, I don't just do one thing, but if I had to describe it, it would be a visual and community artist. So I often facilitate workshops with community groups, and I'm quite interested in working with other people to encourage their creativity and yeah, like help foster human connections and just having a good time together, really. And then I also make work like this, which is, you know, I'm coming up with the questions and the illustrations, but my research has involved going out and talking to people in the street, and it's very much still about connecting people, just in a different way. And then I kind of work project to project, but I also, when I have time, make lots of collages. So I'm quite interested in bringing together images that maybe might just make you go, huh, that's funny or interesting. And I guess you can say there's a similarity there with the talking tags idea, that I kind of want people to be like, oh, there's something strange on this bench, I'm going to investigate it.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, that was, I think you kind of answered it, but my next question was going to be, how does the piece that you're working on for the Welcome Project develop or fit in with your practice?
Yeah, I guess I can, this is the first time I've made something in these materials, and I've been I'm someone that just can't make the same thing you know, over and over. I'm not a painter or a drawer, and I really admire people that can be that focused. I really, in my creative practice, I just like to learn lots of different things. So within this project, I've been meeting with the laser engraver, and I've visited their workshop and kind of learned how to create files in the right format, and been experimenting with that. But I've also been to, I can't remember the name of it, but it's a shop in Whitstable that's all about boats and dinghies and all your kind of sailing equipment. And they very kindly taught me how to splice rope. So it's a way of kind of making a loop in the rope and weaving it back into itself. And that'll be stronger than a knot, and it will kind of look quite attractive. I think on the bench, it will look like it's, you know, meant to be there. So that's been quite fun with this commission.
fantastic. So the tags will be attached with rope then?
Yes. Yeah.
Okay, lovely. I mean, I suppose that sort of ties in with the dockyard's heritage as well, doesn't it? Just down the road. So fantastic. Well, where can we see more of your work?
I guess the best place to look would probably be my Instagram. So that's at Becky Vincer Artist, or my website, which is beckyvincer.art.
Okay, well, that's brilliant. That's about it, really. So thanks very much for talking to me today, Becky, and I really look forward to seeing your tags in situ.
Oh, thank you. It's been lovely talking to you too, Sam.
Thank you.